What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are subscribed, I appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed yet, I would appreciate if you would. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, hit that like button while you're at it. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. Let's get into this conversation / holy mess. I was going to talk about this, and this is actually a couple of weeks old now. I don't know when this quote unquote service was held by, I guess her title is prophetess, Juanita Bynum. I don't know if she's a prophetess, a prophet. You know, there's a lot of those on social media these days. So many people claim that they're a prophet when all to me, it seems like they're really doing their best to profit, which is profit, not being a prophet, right? And everything is about money. I get it. We need money to live in this world. I understand. But when it comes to people like this prophetess, because she's not the only one. She just happens to be one of those that's in the forefront that a lot of people know her name because of the many years that she has been in the public eye and a lot of the things that she's gone through in the news with the demise of her marriage many years ago and just a number of other things, right? But I wanted to talk about this. I'm going to just go ahead and play this clip from one of her services, and then I'm going to wrap up my commentary.
People in this building that God said will give $1,000. He said 21 people in this building, come now wherever you are. Give me an envelope. Give me some envelopes. He said 21 people, come now wherever you are. $1,000 ain't nothing in comparison to what God's going to do. I didn't call for buckets yet, y'all. It ain't nothing. There's promotions that you want. You're not going to get it until you make that sacrifice to God. Line up right here. I know what I'm talking about. Older and younger. I know you in here because the prophecy don't lie. The Spirit of the Lord don't lie. The Spirit of the Lord don't lie. The Spirit of the Lord don't lie. He's not a lying spirit. He said 21 people in here. If God wasn't talking, nobody would have moved. He said 21 people in this building. That's what he means. He said 21 people in this building. How do I know God is talking to me? Because you got it. That's how I know God is talking to you. Because it's in your account right now. Because it's on your credit card right now. That's how I know God is talking to you.
All right, guys. So you heard that, and it disturbed me so much. But unfortunately, it's nothing new. And you know that it's nothing new because you heard the confidence for which she came with it to those who were in the vicinity of hearing her voice to say, the Spirit of the Lord said 21 people in here have $1,000. Now you think about that. Just do the math. 21 people paying $1,000. That's $21,000. So to me, it sounds like she had some obligations that she needed to handle. And so she needed to make sure that she was going to be good before she left the facility. So instead of, just being honest, you rather use what she says, the Spirit of the Lord, and says that the Spirit of the Lord doesn't lie, but yet you lie. Men lie, women lie. I don't believe God is a liar, but people will use the name of God to lie. And what she did was what a lot of churches do, which is play on the emotions of people to scare them into doing things that person wants you to do. And it's nothing new because we see it happen with these people that create these cults, and they get people to fear, and that's why they get the followers. A lot of times they will begin with getting people to have these things that they feel like are, are good, so that the people can resonate with it to get them to follow them, because most people are not going to follow things that are scary, But they will use fear to get people to follow them. So that's how they keep a lot of the people, and that's how they fleece, shall we say, a lot of the sheep. Because, they call those who are in the church sheep in the pasture, and that the pastor is the shepherd of the flock. But I don't believe God meant for people to be fleeced like you would fleece literal sheep. So unfortunately, when you see that video, you see people that start looking around and questioning, well, is God talking to me? Maybe that's for me. Like she said, I do have a credit card that I can charge $1,000 on, or yeah, I do need to still pay my mortgage, but I've got that money in the bank account. Maybe I'll go ahead and sow that into this ministry or sow this into her, and then God will give me what I need. And that is not how God intended for anyone to be treated. I don't know what's going to happen, but I hate seeing stuff like this is still happening, but it's nothing new. This is old news, but it's still happening. And it's sad to see that she's still doing it, because to be honest, I feel that those who like her, that they would respect her enough if she would just be honest with them, instead of using God and using it as a fear tactic to say, there's promotions that you all want. You're not going to get until you do what God tells you to do. And that's to put this $1,000 into this ministry or me or whatever it is right now. If you don't do it, you're not going to be blessed. That's not how God operates at all. And so I feel that those people who like her, they like her so much that if she just were to come to them in all honesty and say, look, I am working on this project, or even if she lied, she may not be working on a project where she needs a certain amount of money. She may just need the money to put a down payment on another house or whatever. I don't know. But says that and say, I'm looking for those who would be willing to donate to this cause. She would probably get more people that would more freely do it that way than for her to use God and put fear in people to say, if you don't do what so-called God says that you're supposed to do, you're not going to get that promotion, or you're not going to get that house or that car, or God forbid, if you are sick and you're believing God for healing, you're not going to get healed until you sow that money. God doesn't even have use for money. So when people do things like that, it is absolutely disgusting. And it's sad to see. It's so sad to see, I don't know. They know that these things are going to eventually get out and get exposed. So if you don't want people to talk about it, maybe you should start taking people's phones and collecting them before you allow them to come into your service, because it's going to leak and it's going to get out here on social media. I'm not saying that they should be doing these things in the dark and hiding it, because it will eventually come out and get exposed. But you just have that little care for people that you would lie and say that God said that there are 21 people in this house that have $1,000. They need to sow it right now, or you're not going to get what you are believing God for. That's so disgusting. Doing it in the name of the Lord. But again, nothing new under the sun. People have been doing it for many, many years. I'm not sure if you recall whatever his name was. I can't remember the name of the pastor. Was it Billy Graham? One of those big time, older Caucasian men. It was many years ago, though, when it happened. But he said that God said that if he did not raise $1 million, that he was going to die. Well, dude, you just be seeing Jesus sooner than what you expected to, because I wasn't going to be donating to that. But he raised the money. Again, putting fear in people. I just don't get it. It still happens. People will get that feeling of, well, maybe God is speaking to her about me. You have to have, if you believe, you have to have a relationship with God for yourself and not allow these manipulative tactics that happen in these pulpits to to shred your confidence and to make you feel that you're supposed to be doing something for the benefit of these people, especially when a lot of them may be living nicer than you are. It makes absolutely no sense. But I wanted to talk about this, guys, because when I heard her make those statements and talking to the people in a way that she knows a lot of these people are looking for blessings, or they're trying to live a more prosperous life. They're desiring more things to be manifested in their life. And you're going to use that as a scare tactic to make them feel like if they don't give unto you, they're going to be held back even longer than they feel like they have been. It's so damaging. It's so disgusting. And oh my God, it's really crazy out here right now. But she's not the only one. She's just one of the bigger names that you're seeing doing this. People are doing it all over social media now. I mean, there's so many people that have these YouTube channels and whatever else they have, and they're always talking about what God said to them. God said this, God said that. And even doing it on other, social media platforms, not just YouTube. And they make you feel like they just have this one-on-one communication with God, and you can't communicate with God for yourself and just get to know him for yourself. And then they will use what they feel like is their upper hand to cause people to give to them so that they can live lavishly and live lovely while you're still struggling. It's bullcrap. Oh my gosh. But I just wanted to talk about it. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below respectfully. Thank you so much for being here, liking and subscribing. This is Beth. I'm just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, even though this is an ugly situation. And now I'm